Hi, everyone, and welcome to Tantra Tuesday. I'm Heidi with ShamayaTantra, where my job is to help you get the relationships your soul is craving, whether that's with your boss, your beloved, or your big toe. And this video is for you if you have trouble setting boundaries or are a very agreeable person or have trouble making decisions. Oftentimes in the spiritual community, in the personal development community, I meet people who are committed to being good people, which is great, right? Being a good person. What's wrong with that? What sometimes comes along with that is what I like to call the light worker mentality. And when I'm in a light worker mentality, I am always looking to do good. I am looking to cause no harm, which again are good things. I'm going to reveal in a little bit what is missing here. If I'm in light worker mentality, I might talk in a really soft voice. I might be really agreeable. I might never confront, never raise my voice. And I might not be the full version of myself. And I might not be as effective as I could be at working my mission and spreading light into the world. So I'm going to break down in this video why that is and what we can do if you resonate with this, if you're in the world spreading light, doing good work, or you just want to be the best version of yourself. I'm going to talk a little bit about creation and destruction and how this relates and how this is a key to being more powerful, more effective, and more happy in the world. So in Tantra, there's 5 acts of the divine that everything is constantly cycling through. Energy is moving through these 5 acts. And the 2 that I'm going to focus on today are creation and destruction. You can think on a very simplified way as creation being saying yes to something and destruction saying no. So imagine you're in a relationship and all you say is yes. Even your no is sort of a half-hearted, non-enthusiastic yes. What kind of dynamic is that going to create? Well, for one, it's going to make everything in your relationship lukewarm because there's no contrast. Everything's this kind of, okay, all right, sure. On the flip side, if you have really clear yeses and really clear nos, then when you're a yes, you're an enthusiastic hell yes. And whatever you're doing is going to have so much more energy behind it. The second challenge with this is for your partner. If over time you demonstrate that no is not a part of your vocabulary, it puts them in a really awkward position of trying to read your mind. Suddenly, they can't trust your words, what you say, so they have to try to read your mind and start to differentiate, well, what's yes that means yes, and yes that means no, but I can't say no. In my Tantra 101 workshop, which is coming up in Edmonton and Toronto, we work with the energies of creation and destruction, and specifically we work with the word no. And it can be an uncomfortable exercise for some of us, but really a key that once you turn it, unlocks so much power and more ability to serve, more ability to add light in the world. So if you suffer from FOMO, how does this relate? Well, because both creation and destruction are part of the cycle of divine, it's also the cycle of nature. When we have fall and the leaves drop from the trees and the plants die, it's creating room, it's creating space for that new life to come up. And when a relationship ends, if you're aware of this pattern of the universe that we're always cycling through, the 5 acts, if you're curious, are creation, destruction, preservation or maintenance, and concealment and revealment. So I've talked a little about concealment and revealment in other videos, which you can check out on YouTube at ShamayaTantra.com. But today I'm really interested in creation and destruction, because what do you think when you hear the word destruction? Does it sound like a spiritual word? Does it sound like a word of service, a word of contribution, of love? Well, if it doesn't, then this is an important topic for you, because it is. And in fact, destruction isn't the most accurate word to use in Tantra, in the Tantric texts. Destruction is actually more of a dissolution, because nothing can be destroyed. We've all heard energy can't be created or destroyed. And the whole universe in Tantra is seen as the emanation and the absorption of Shiva. So Shiva emanates itself and then reabsorbs itself. And to us, it looks like things are being created and destroyed. But actually, it's just a movement of these divine cosmic energies. And if we're uncomfortable, this is the important piece. This is the one thing, if you take one thing from this video. If we're uncomfortable with the energy of destruction or reabsorption, means that we're placing a block in the natural order of things, in this natural flow cycle of divine energy. So if you want the divine energy of creation to flow through you fully, you have to get used to the energy of destruction. I'm going to give you some examples now, because you might be wondering, what are you saying? Are you saying to go out and cause harm? No, I'm not at all saying that. It's a subtle energy. And I mentioned earlier, no. No is a form of destruction. No is a reabsorption of yourself, of saying no, of rejecting the other possibilities. So that's a powerful way that you can practice. And another way that this relates to your daily life is if you suffer from FOMO, like so many of us do, right? There's so many options, so hard to make a decision. If I choose that one, I'm not sure, did I choose the right one? Well, if you're stuck in this on a regular basis and you're flitting around from option to option and running in circles, you're not creating anything of substance, of power, because your energy is dispersed in so many different places. So when you look at the priorities in your life or the priorities in your day, you have to find out, what is your yes? What is the most important thing to focus on? And then destroy the other options. Burn the boats, say no, and then you can create something. But as long as you're spinning between all the possibilities, you're trying to create, but you're blocked because you haven't accepted the energy of destruction first. Destruction is often the portal that we need to walk through in order to create. Said another way, no is a key that unlocks yes. So I had this on a personal level. I'll share with you. I had a friend that very astutely called me out on having this Lightworker Syndrome and always wanting to be light and always wanting to be positive and wanting to be liked. And he said, you'll be a way better coach. You'll be a way better teacher if you can embrace your sharp energies, your confrontational energies, your energies that can cut through bullshit and are confident to confront when necessary. And he was right. And since having adopted and integrated those archetypes into my personality, I've had feedback from people in my classes, from clients, that the work is getting more and more powerful. So I can tell you firsthand, if you want to contribute to making this world a better place, if you want to spread light in the world, One of your superpowers that you might not have accessed yet is harnessing the power of destruction, of no, of reabsorption, of having sharp energies, of maybe raising your voice in a situation, of accessing your anger. I talk in another video about the power of our emotions and how even anger can be a very sacred, very beneficial emotion if we know, using the tools of Tantra, how to harness and how to channel and how to express it. So I have a little piece of homework if you're watching this. Over the next day, could you practice an act of destruction, of reabsorption, of saying no, whether that's setting a boundary with someone, whether that's raising your voice when something's not okay, whether that's making a choice to focus on something in your day and letting go of everything and not looking back. So I'd love to hear how your experiment goes. As always, if you have any questions or if you would like me to address a certain question, let me know in the comments or private message me at ShamayaTantra. And if you're watching this on YouTube, please complete the cycle, like, subscribe, and I will see you next week on Tantra Tuesday. Thank you.